Following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
Welcome, everybody, to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, as always, it's your man, Ruben, in the house. And, of course, with me always is my cousin, AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Oh, man, things have been phenomenal, actually. You know, I will say this. I'm kind of tiny sad that, the main event of WrestleMania is going on. That's cool. That's why, I pay for shit so I can watch it later. I'm not stressed, but I'm gonna be very honest with you. Roman Reigns, man, his wrestling is slow. I can't do it. So I'd rather just hear who wins, and I'll see the ending and shit like that. I'm not stressed, you know. But yo, man, other than that, this past week has been pretty awesome. What about you, AG?
Not bad. It was the wife's birthday this weekend.
Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. Did you do the Jackson 5 birthday joint?
We will not be doing that, sir.
No, I'm saying, did you do that?
Did
you wake up in the morning and do
No.
the Jackson 5 birthday joint?
No.
I mean, she would have loved that because it's from you. Maybe.
She would have tolerated it because it wouldn't have been very good. That's all. It would have been.
What's going on?
Mo in the house. Hey, man, it's not about, from what I understand, because I'm not this whole married thing. Sometimes it's about the thought that counts. I mean,
there was plenty of thought going into other things, not me singing.
Oh, well, there we go. I mean, I hear from, and y'all can help me out on this. We're gonna get a little adult very quickly and very short. I mean, the word on the street is birthdays are the days for taking care of business.
No, it doesn't work that way when it's a woman's birthday, sir.
Oh, okay. Explain to me how it works.
Not even close.
I mean, y'all tell me how it works, gentlemen, because I don't know.
Well, for men, we hope that we get the birthday things that every other man is not married thinks that we get.
Okay.
For women, it's a totally different thing. It's just like the celebration, the presents, the showering, all that.
Showering of love.
Yes, presents, all the things. So the experience and the expectations are different.
Okay. So doing the other stuff ain't that important.
No, not unless you have that type of woman. But on average, it kind of feels like, what? I tell you what, something you can't understand. It's the same as how you treat your mom on Mother's Day. It's about the same thing. Mechanically, it's kind of the same thing.
That's scary.
How's it scary?
Why is it scary? Yeah, why is it scary?
I mean, I don't know. So I'm just.
I mean, you said it for a reason. I'm curious now.
No, I mean, it's yeah. I mean,
I'm curious as to why you would think it's any different. And the only reason I'm asking that is because it's all right, even though you're not,
yeah,
you still hear all the same tropes about hey, what doesn't happen when married? Sex. So now I'm wondering why you would think on her birthday something that we consider a reward for us would somehow be given to us.
Exactly.
I'm just baffled at your thought process. Because
I guess I don't know what to think.
Men are not allowed to give sex as a gift. Only women are allowed to say vagina is the gift.
Okay. So Nikki has checked in. She's like, not on my birthday. That's more for anniversary. Now, I don't know if she's talking about the whole sex thing or
she's gonna need to clarify because I'm not really sure either.
I
Maybe
mean,
she's
'cause-
talking about I don't know what she's talking about either.
or she's talking about like you gave the thing about is how like you would treat your mom on Mother's Day. You know, now
Well, see,
she
that's
might
the
be
part-
like you treat like with her on the anniversary, but on her birthday they about to get down. I mean, but I don't know. I'm speaking for her. From what?
Ruben, I'm still at the part where I'm like,
Oh, okay.
when I said this is kind of like how you treat your mom on Mother's Day, and you had all this trepidation. I'm trying to figure out what's the problem.
I think the situation. I think it's just.
Yeah, Nikki just told you, sex isn't a birthday gift.
Told you. I'm telling you, man, that the only time that's ever used as a gift is when directed at us.
Exactly. Because women aren't going to try hard enough to really do it right necessarily, but they can always fall back on the coochie. That's just the truth. Now, every woman's not like that. Mine is not. I got to calm her down. However,
You got to put
for
water
a
on
lot
it.
of women, the effort's just not there, so they just give you some, and it feels like a gift because they ain't gave you none in about a month. So it's like, it's a
Hey,
whole
man.
thing, man. It's a whole.
Well-
thing. I'm curious. Answer the initial.
So
question.
I think it was more or less the it wasn't more the what am I trying to say? The I guess I didn't necessarily like the comparison.
Oh, okay.
I think it was more me. I think it was more the comparison of you treat your wife's birthday as you treat your mom on Mother's Day. For me, I just didn't. I mean, it's pretty boring. Like, but if that's what it is, it's what it is.
How is it boring? You keep leading me down this rabbit hole. How?
No, I mean, like on Mother's Day, I might give my mom some flowers or whatever, and that's Happy Mother's Day, and that's kind of it. Like, it's not like it's a big old
right.
party
But
or anything.
what I'm saying is that's kind of mechanically that's kind of how it is, except it's much more intense. But
Okay.
you spend a lot of time, pedestals are high, showering of gifts, all about you. Like the first thing I tell my wife all the time is like, hey, I'm glad, I ain't got to go to jail because you just turned 18. Making her feel young, all the things. But,
Yeah, and so I just think that for me, and I maybe other people might be like, yeah, that makes sense. I just think the comparison was a little off, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal.
okay.
I understand now what y'all saying. Pretty much, it's like love me, love me, love me, love me. But
I
the
think
sex
love
thing is whatever. It's like a showering of love, but like we ain't banging unless your wife just does that. But then it's not a gift for her.
Wait a
It's-
minute, back up. It's like a showering of love when you're banging. What?
No. Unless like it's like a showering of love, except the sex part. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like,
Okay.
So I understand that. I just the Mother's Day thing just threw me off. It's okay though.
All right.
I'm not, that guy. So
I mean,
This has gone to a place where it didn't need to go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ruben. I'm sorry, sir.
it's okay. It's all right, man.
Ruben,
I'm a required. Yes.
I'm just saying, I can quickly encapsulate it, man. The only thing typically we can do on her birthday is mess it up.
Exactly.
Like literally, the whole goal is just, I don't want to fuck this up.
Exactly.
okay.
Like,
See,
I
that's
couldn't
fair.
agree more. I could
You-
not
you-
agree more.
you're talking about like getting a prize at the end of it. Like, no, man, I'm just trying not to fuck this up. I
Okay.
just
Got you.
don't
gotcha.
want to mess this up.
Because you'll never hit the end
messing
of it.
that one, no, it's not. Yeah, messing that one day up will mess up the rest of the year for you.
Mm-hmm. And see, he disagreed with me when I said about a Valentine's Day. But see, it's the same. It's the same thing. Man, there's certain days. Forgetting your anniversary is kind of the third.
Okay.
Her birthday and like what is the other one? Her birthday. Oh, and Mother's Day if she's a mom. If you mess those up, and again, you have to take notes. Like I know for a fact there has to be a card involved. It took me about 3 or 4 years to understand that cards mean a lot to her. So cards have to be involved. I can
Okay.
do nothing else, but if I forget that card, bruh.
So when it's all said and done, right? Like the birthday thing is pretty much like, hey, these are the list of things that you need to do so you don't fuck this day up. Like, so boom. Like, so if your wife likes cards, you're gonna make sure you get her a card.
all
But
day.
if she doesn't like card, you're gonna make sure you ain't doing that shit.
No, because I'm telling you, it's like this is the one time I think women are accurate. It's like they'll tell you what they like and what they don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, don't. If you're
AG, I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
what?
I'm gonna disagree with you on the tell you what they want. Now, you can maybe pick up what they want based on context clues.
Okay.
But there are a whole bunch of women who will give you the, oh, I don't really want anything. It's not a big deal. Blah blah blah. They don't give you much of a direction to go on, but
Mhm.
it's still your job not to fuck it up.
No, I understand that. That's true. What I'm saying to you is, like, if there's something like I knew a dude I used to work with, his wife did not, and I repeat, did not like flowers. She thought, I mean, from a pragmatic standpoint, from an emotional standpoint, it didn't mean anything to her.
yeah, watching things.
And he messed
like
around and
that.
did it one time and learned the hard way. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of times women
What
were
happened?
very honest about what they don't want.
What
Like
happened?
what Nikki
Okay,
said.
that's
It's like
true. That's true. They
sex
will
isn't a
say what they
birthday
don't
gift.
want.
So to wake Nikki up in the morning, be like, girl, I got this pee-pee for you. Come on, boo-boo. She like, ill, stop being cringe and take me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's the vibe is different, but they will tell you what they don't want. And so you have to pay attention to those things. And once you get a good list, then it's on.
Yeah, Nikki says you'll hear those statements after we told you many times what we like or want. And that means your ass ain't paying attention. And
Yeah.
you get what you get.
And that's where we go back to, don't mess it up. Just don't, man. It's just like, don't mess it up. You are playing not to lose at this point.
Don't mess it up.
Right.
Check. All right, cool. List of things. What happens once you get a female in your life? That sort of thing. So AG, you got a question from Ogre Cowboy. What's your go-to breakfast meal you make for your wife?
I have gathered quite a few things, and it doesn't have to be
all right, professional.
See, because I'm a first round draft pick, I can make all the throws. I can make all the throws, sir. So she gets Valentine's birthday, Mom's Day level cuisine because hey, you want homemade pancakes? I got you. Ooh, can you do your eggs? Yes. Ooh, I'm feeling a little iron deficient. I got you. I'm gonna take you out, or I can do the steak, or the hamburger, or whatever. So it's just like you get to the point if you're really putting in work in the film room, you really putting in work at practice.
Okay.
You have a a tool belt worth
Full
of
of
stuff
things.
that you can just whip out anytime. And then once, because like what my wife does is like, I was like on a Saturday, Sunday morning, whatever, we don't have anything to do. It's like, hey, you want pancakes today? She's like, oh, you're gonna do your eggs, and then the happy dance starts. I know I'm good then. When I start whipping out flour and butter and all the things, she's like, oh, it's going down now.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
that's kind of answer to that. You have to make sure, and this is not a reciprocation type of thing. But
No, that's
as a
what's called
dude,
love.
This is a one-sided statement. As a dude, you have to make sure that you are better than who you were last year. Because contract negotiations aren't per 4 years or whatever the term was. It's every freaking day. It's every day. So you got to show up. Make sure you're better than you were, sir. Make sure you're better than you were. Whatever that means to your marriage, make sure you're better.
Awesome. So Mo B, I got a question for you. And Nikki says, preach. AG. Mo B, do you think you're a first round draft pick?
No.
So what do you think you fall? I mean, are you undrafted? You like second, third round? Like, what are we talking about here?
But man, I think if we're being honest, like if she's being honest, I can't say I was a first round draft pick because she doesn't remember meeting me.
Huh?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I always have to remind her when I actually met her
what?
because she doesn't remember that whole interaction. And here's the thing, AG, Ruben was there when I first met her,
That's
And
what
she
I
doesn't
understand.
remember.
and
I
she
remember.
doesn't remember.
That's trifling. That's winner. That's trifling.
So
So,
what you're
so
telling
that's,
me?
so that's what I'm saying. I can't be a first round draft pick because, like, obviously, I didn't make that much of an impact.
Well,
'Cause I
see,
know she
okay, I'll tell
listened.
you what. I'll tell you
That's
what.
trifling.
I'll tell you who Mo is. Mo is Mr. Irrelevant Tom Brady version.
I'll
got
take that.
picked last apparently because she doesn't remember him. Right?
That's cold,
He
bro.
didn't show up on no scouting report,
Damn.
but
Where's the love at?
he got 7 championships and 9 appearances. So
I
because
mean,
she married
look,
him,
man.
she married him freely.
And,
Because
and
the
that's
bottom
why I said I'm just not gonna say I'm a first round draft pick because you know what I am? Self-aware. I'm self-aware. You know what I'm saying? I had a chip on my shoulder from the beginning. AG, you don't even know the half of it, man. She doesn't remember beating me.
She hooked her
I
up
mean,
with,
but-
with her friend first.
Oh, I don't entertain others when I'm with someone. So she was dating someone apparently when she met you.
And that is a 100% fair statement.
Okay, well, see the way you characterized it, that's not really accurate. Because what she's saying right now is,
See, AG,
I
you
might
said
have liked you,
entertain.
but it's like I was with somebody.
See, AG, you said entertain. That implies that while she was with somebody, I was shooting my shot. No, AG, I just had a actual interaction, normal conversation. Hey, nice to meet you, blah, 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 blah. Had a full-fledged conversation with her.
And she forgot it all.
And then like 3 or 4 months later, she was like talking to me as if we had never met. And I was like, oh, this is what we're doing. Cool.
I mean,
He said, cool.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Look, man, only thing I'm saying is because my scouting report said can't do this, can't do that. I was basically the black quarterback in the 60s and 70s,
Oh damn.
but ownership was like, I seen the film. I'm taking him. First round, first overall.
Oh,
No
shit.
matter what y'all say. So I'm just saying.
Now I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm pretty sure I wasn't actually drafted by her. Like I think I hit the waiver wire.
Wow, not even a free agent, just a waiver
Yeah,
wire?
I think I hit the waiver wire.
That's
and she
that's
was
fair.
like,
That is a
It-
fair assessment.
Thank,
Yes.
thank you, Ruben. I hit the waiver
fair
wire.
Also,
and,
thank
and
you,
she
Nikki.
was
I
like, you know
appreciate that.
what? I can coach him. You know what I'm saying? I can coach him. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I got.
I see something in him. I might be able to do something with it.
I got a system that'll work for him. I think he's an adequate game manager. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can accentuate his pros and I can minimize his cons.
That he is not wrong there. He is absolutely not wrong.
That sounds so sad.
I mean, look, man, he got drafted by somebody else, and they ain't really know what to do with him. So instead of re-signing him to a new contract, they just go ahead and let him walk and find his next move. And you know, Winter picked him up, man. She was like, you know, let's see what I can do with this because I think I can make this work. And next thing you know, they married, 2 kids, living in the house, and life is beautiful. So it's like, yeah. Moco Cowboy forgets nothing.
I mean, hold up though.
I'm gonna ask, why do I have to work on it? I'm about to say, why do I have to work on it?
Yeah, you're married now.
I am perfectly happy with having a very untested, incapable one. Like just hey, you know what Tom Brady doesn't do? Run the option. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I do well.
Well, I know my pullout game is not necessary anymore. So I'm married, bro. It is what it is.
I mean,
I can do whatever I want with it now.
that's very
So
true.
Ruben, I appreciate you picking up the waiver wire reference because I'm like,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
I mean, that sounds like didn't nobody want you. I'm like, dang.
See, it
No,
wasn't that
no.
nobody wanted me. I was with a team. It didn't stick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I put some good film out there, but obviously they was like, this ain't the direction we going.
I mean, I'm not saying the man was Sam Donald. I'm just saying, like, you know, he was somebody.
You know what I was, AJ? I was Chris Carter with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even remember he played for the Eagles, but the Vikings picked him up off the waiver wire.
Well,
Hall of
he
Famer.
was so
You know
good
what I'm
with the Eagles. He just had
All-
off the field stuff.
AG, I would argue that I was pretty good on the team I was with too.
True.
Because if not,
Touche. Touche.
Hey, man. I mean, oh Jesus! All these football references in the draft is this coming week? Holy shit!
But Ruben, before we leave this, I just want you to know,
Yes.
I said it earlier. When you get your girl, understand that the energy is not matched. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, as long as you understand.
No,
that.
no.
Most women don't match the same energy they require. So just understand that.
Almost definitely. Look at Nikki. Well, the owners
Well,
didn't.
the
agree.
owners didn't agree.
Hey, that is true. But you know what? It worked out well for me. I don't know what that team did afterwards.
I mean, and the owners were good friends. It just didn't work. It didn't work for one all the way, and the other one picked up, realized, hey man, you left the diamond in the rough play. I got it, and that's what it was. You know. Next thing you know, shit.
Think of it like this, AG. It would be as if I was on a team. That team didn't want me, but a coach that was on that team went to another team, was like, hey, no, I saw what he could do. And you just weren't using it right. So let me bring it over here.
I agree. I do agree with all that. That's for sure. Because
Yeah.
I was on a few teams myself.
I was
got
Willie
cut
beaming
a
at the
few
end
times.
on any given Sunday. That's what I was. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I was Willie beaming on the end of it. It was like, hey, I'm going to another. And you know what? Just so I make a good decision, I'm going to take the quarterback with me.
Yeah, I mean, him and his invisible juice. Yeah.
I
So
was on a few practice squads.
yeah,
Man, I was.
I'm still in the UFL. It's okay.
Wow.
So
I mean, you still got your cleats on, man. You know what I'm saying?
hey man, bro. I mean, gotta have the cleats on.
Hey,
if
before
you're
we
not
leave the
prepared,
whole
you can't
football
play.
before we leave all the football references, Ruben,
up?
I don't know if you know this or not,
Yeah.
but the Commanders have made an amendment to their logo. And I
Yes,
thought it was
the
the
spear.
most offensive thing ever. I was like,
The
I
spear?
thought we were going away from this.
So this is I'm gonna
I'm
gonna just
man.
give my opinion on it. Because I talked to Moby about it briefly. And honestly, man, here's the thing. Like, I don't really have an issue with it. To me, yeah, it could be seen as a shot. I think honestly, it's like, look, motherfuckers, you ain't getting the other name back. Here's a spear. You got the fuck up, and this is it. Now, if it was something else, I'd probably be a little more upset. I'm not necessarily mad at the spear thing. It goes through the W. It kind of looks okay. So it's not like, it doesn't like, oh my God, whatever. So, yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Fine with it. You can make it into more than what it is. To me, it's like, look, you ain't getting the name back. We'll give you this, because it could have been a lot fucking worse. And you know what? And it's only on one of the helmets, so it's only on the home burgundy helmet. So you know what?
I saw it on the black one. So
Is it on the black one too? I didn't see it on the black one.
I think
But,
it's on the black one.
Yeah, but you know what? They don't wear the black ones every fucking week. And I think last year they wore the black uniforms like twice. And whatever. So like, I'm not super upset about that.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta, I mean, you just gotta be like, you know what? Whatever. Because some people might be like, well, it's a dog whistle. I'm like, I don't think it's a dog whistle. I just like, look, it's almost like, to me, it's like, look, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. This shit ain't happening. Here's a fucking spear. We're going to put it through the W. It's not touching people, none of that shit, and that's it. Like, we ain't got spears all in our uniform and all this other stuff. It's in the W. It doesn't even look like, it doesn't have feathers at the end of it. None of that bullshit. It's just a fucking spear. Let it go. And
I think the people who made that decision are very much depending on people like you to defend it in that manner.
Well, because I guess my thing is like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just to the point of, look, man, you're not going to change people's minds. People got their shit made up, and it's just whatever, As much as I was going through old shit this weekend, and I saw some hats, man. and it's got the old name on it, and I put it back in the bag and put it back in the closet. I mean, I will probably never wear any of that shit again, especially unless like I were to put something over it or something like that. But still, I got a new Commanders jersey, bro. Like, I'll probably never wear any of that stuff ever again. I'm very fine. You know, other people, I can't control other people. I can control myself. And I mean,
Understood.
yeah. And it's not like it looks bad. It doesn't look horrible. Number one, I think it doesn't look horrible. I mean,
once again, AG, see what I'm saying? Like they're very much dependent on
Yeah.
people.
Man, I just wanted to let you to know that I love you, sir,
I know.
and I'm gonna move on.
I mean,
But
I know.
I thought some things when I saw that. None of them were good, but okay.
I mean, because I've had to wrestle with the same thing as like an Atlanta Braves fan. Like they used to do the tomahawk chop, and they still use the axe on the symbol for Atlanta. Like sometimes they'll still use the axe, and I'm just like, I see what you're doing there. Like because you
Yeah.
know the people who just don't want to let it go are itching to have something out there that lets you know I'm still going to acknowledge your little bit of racism. It's okay. It's okay to just have a little hate in you. So here we go. We're gonna put the tip in. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's the put the tip in
That's
version of
what she said.
racism. We're gonna
Yeah,
put the tip
yeah.
in.
Hey man, I'm
You don't deserve all of it, bitch, but you're going to get this little bit. Just let you know what you're missing.
understood.
I mean, but yeah. I mean, I don't have all the answers, nor do I feel like either way it is. I don't know. I'm just not. I guess a lot of it is part of me kind of just I'm over talking about it. Like I'm kind of over it. You know, I do feel like when it's all said and done, it's like, yeah, we're the Commanders now. Let's just move on. But I understand there are a whole fucking bunch of people up there who can't. So, man, my uniform, my jersey doesn't have that. I got the jersey from last year, and I'm fucking very happy with my jersey. So, you know, even though the black uniforms do look dope, fuckers do look dope, man. Black uniforms as a whole look dope. I mean, so like, yeah, like KBIACO, like I get it. Like, God's Spirit is bury the old stuff. It's all tired. I 100% agree. But I mean, when it's all said and done, it's like, you know, move on by bringing back something from the past. Yeah. I mean, it could have been worse. Last year, they brought back Mark Rippon. And of course, he's like, hail to the Redskins. And we're just like, what the fuck? Like, like what? Come on, man. Read the fucking room. Like, but yeah. Let me see what, Nikki. We can let the whole team ride. It wouldn't be. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've done that. WrestleMania's been dope this weekend. You know, I'm glad it's happened. Even though I'm a little pissed off about the sound system there, but that I'll save that for later on in the episode. And what's on my mind. But look, let's talk about some real shit. So last week we had a question, but we never really got to it because, as usual, we get caught up in other shit. And so we're going to revert back to that question. So the question is very simple. What emotions controls what men do the most? Right? You know, because we do a lot of things, but my question more is like, which emotion is the most in control of men as a whole? Now, well, not as a whole, as you. So like AG, like of all the emotions that really move you, which emotion is the one that really dictates how you move?
Chasing approval. It's the same thing I said 3 weeks ago. We were talking about something else, but it's the same thing for me. It's just like when I look at myself, when I look at men interact with their women, and that includes moms, like every woman at every stage in your life, we're always looking for that approval from them. And we work hard to do it. And that's how we get caught up in toxic situations. And women understand how to manipulate it to their advantage. Even if it's not malicious, They understand how to do these things. So, and when I look at it and I subtract, that desire for approval, my life and decision making are 100% different. 100%. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't provide or protect and all those things. That's a whole nother emotion for me, sort of. But the decisions I make behind it are a lot different. Like I would live a lot less in the moment, much more future based, which means that you have to say no often, which doesn't really get said. Now, it's not a problem for me. My wife is great. However, even in this situation personally, it would just be vastly different. My life would be vastly different if I wasn't necessarily chasing those endorphins for that approval. So for me, that's kind of what it is. Because most of it, like about 2 weeks prior to me saying it, he was saying, he said it a different way, but it's just like, if men spent more time saying no, we're having different conversations. Because a lot of things women do to get you to do whatever they want you to do, and this is not being a woman being like malicious, like hunting. That's not what I'm really saying. But it's just like, if you don't respond to her emotions and you completely respond logically, your life is going to be so much different. In fact, you might not even be with a woman anymore. You might just stay single, because then you don't have to deal with any emotion at all. So when you stop chasing her approval, when you stop chasing that stuff, things get different. That's when sex does become a birthday gift to a woman, because you tell her no as much as she tells you. It's like, no, I'm good. Or you don't really care, and she doesn't have that as a weapon anymore. Because a woman that gets told no, or gets like she's in that situation where her body is of no consequence, it's a different vibe altogether. So I would say that for me, that is the biggest emotion for me. And I don't even know if chasing approval is an emotion. I just know that act is apparent.
Yeah, I was, because I was thinking about that, and everything makes sense. So I guess to bring it down maybe a level or two, are we talking a little bit more about anxiety and making sure that, you're focused on getting the approval from your significant other?
It's a byproduct. Anxiety is a byproduct. It's definitely, it weighs. It can weigh on you. Just like it weighs on you to tell a woman no. It's the same type of thing when a fat person can't eat cake. It's something to be taken seriously, because there is a physical expression in that anxiety not to eat that cake. Like to tell my wife no. Again, I'm just saying, because my wife isn't like that person I'm describing. However, when you can't do something because you're looking to do something else for her benefit, it's a reaction to it. It's weighty. It feels like something. I ain't just saying no, and it's like, it's all good to me. So like when she was sick, there are certain things that she wanted to do, and I was just like, no, we're not doing that. We're just not. Have a seat. And to talk to her like that was like, I had to get used to that. I had to get used to it, because in the moment, she's not happy with me right now, and she's not happy with the situation. A few hours pass and she's okay, because she understands what I'm talking about. But in the moment, it's a little tight, to do that. And it's not easy for me to do. If it was easy for me to do, I was like, whatever, you'll be all right, deuces, whatever. But being that, men have emotions too, it's a deliberate act. You have to be prepared, and you have to understand what's going to happen and all the things. So anxiety is a byproduct of what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Moby?
When I initially saw this question, my first response was, no emotion should control a man, because and that's not even like in the the stereotypical male should always be logical thing. It's just I've kind of been programmed in my upbringing and everything to think that any male who, first of all, any male who expresses emotions is almost a superhero, because it's like for a long time I didn't even know that was allowed. And then second of all, then I started to look down on somebody who makes decisions or does anything based on emotion.
Mhm.
But when I dove deeper into it, I was like, you know what I think really drives, and this doesn't drive assholes. So this doesn't drive like the men that I guess nobody would really want to be bothered with. But I think the single thing that drives most good men is guilt. I think guilt is almost the most motivating factor that any solid to decent man dictates most of their actions based on guilt. And you can look at that however you want. I'm not saying that it means that somebody is maliciously trying to make you feel guilty as a manipulation tactic. It's like, no, it's just as a guy, we aren't generally given excuses for failure, not accomplishing something. All of those things are guilt. Like if you're broke, if you're in an impoverished situation, you're guilty because you did that. You're the guy, you're supposed to make sure that nothing like this happens. If somebody in your life is going through something and they need help and you can't do it, guilt will make you figure out and manipulate things that you don't even really have a reason to do, just to make somebody else, appease somebody else, because you feel guilty because that is an assignment that you have placed on yourself, whether it's an actual assignment you should be taking on or not. But I think there's almost no greater motivating factor that good to decent men have than guilt.
Okay. Cool. When I came up with a question, I thought about, I took it internally, because I look at myself sometimes and I wonder, it's like, well, what motivates me? But I can also sit here and advise that what motivates me does not motivate other men. Just because I know that I'm one of one, and I'm acquired taste and all that beautiful stuff. I say this, like, what drives me is hope, and I think that being an eternal optimist is a gift and a curse, 100%, right? Because even though signs point to not a good idea, there are times where I still feel like we're gonna make this shit happen. Even though, you look in the sky, there's a tornado coming your way. You know what? We're gonna be okay. So it's like, for me, it's a lot of hope, and I can only say that because of, as far as like my experiences in life and things of that such, because I do feel like hope has taken me through a lot. The hope that I'm gonna come out the other side better than I was before. And I mean, y'all have known me for a very long time, and we've even said on the show, Ruben, your positivity baffles me. And I mean, sometimes it baffles me too, but what's the alternative, right? I could be, if I'm not hopeful, then I'm a sad, blubbering mess. And, that's not good for anything, anybody, or whatever. What?
I don't know why this is just hilarious to me. Like,
what?
You're hopeful, hating ass. How How are you hopeful and a hater at the same time? I just thought about how great of a juxtaposition that is. Like you are and because it's true. Like anything, but the thing is, it's anything about you is hopeful. Anything about everybody else can get the hate, which is like, it's like hate is your shield, hope is your sword, or it could be the other way around.
Look, man, I've said numerous times that I am an acquired taste, and that's on purpose. But
this wasn't even being critical. I just thought about how you're saying how hopeful and positive you are, and I'm just thinking at the same time we've also had whole episodes where we're basically just talking about how amazing it is that you could hate the most positive things. You know what? I love hope and positive thinking. Fuck your puppies.
Look, man, I mean, I wish I understood too, but I think it's more or less because I'm hopeful for myself, like, and people and things around me. And I think stuff that has absolutely nothing to hopefully affect my life. Like, yeah, that's just, I guess that's how I separate it, because I never really I can honestly say I don't hate on positive people in my life. But if you're not in my life, shit, you up for grabs. And it's just, that's good, bad, and indifferent. But if anything, I also feel that makes me possibly one of the realest dudes y'all will ever know. Because, hey man, you're gonna get the positive and the negative, about me. Not even depending on the situation. It is what it is. Like, yeah, I'm full of tact, and I can be tactful about a lot of things, because the jobs that I've had have helped me with that. But man, just because sometimes out of my mouth I come out tactful. What's in here, buddy? That's the real truth. And sometimes, I intentionally take the guardrails off. Like on the show, I pretty much take the guardrails off on certain things. Because, like, for instance, this weekend,
Sir, hold on. I have a cap I'd like to let you borrow, because what that statement was complete cap. Take the guardrails off. You're the safest motherfucker on this show, bro. Take the AG. You heard it too. He said,
I heard. I know you saw my face, right? I know you saw my face. So you don't even have to say that, Mo. I know you saw my face.
Hey, man.
We've gone back and forth about this for 6 years, and you still think you're somebody you're not. Are you freaking serious right now?
Yeah, man. The self-awareness.
Why are you out here lying in these streets, man?
I'm not lying in the streets. On the show is different than when I'm not.
What did you just say?
He was being hopeful about himself. That's what he hopes to portray, AG. He hopes he portrays like fearlessness and like being completely vulnerable up here. But what actually happens is hate as a weapon, and then making sure that I've been saying before, man, you missed your calling. You should have been in politics, because nobody stays on the fence quite like you, sir. Like you just proved it, like with the whole Washington Commanders Spear thing. Like you was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay right on this fence. I'm gonna make sure that the racist people that just want the name to be the Redskins again, I'll make sure I don't alienate them too much, but I'll make sure the people that really have a problem with it don't think I'm one of those people. I'm just gonna stay right here, and I'm just gonna say, can we not talk about it? Oh man, it's so divisive. I really wish we could be unifying in something. Like, bro, miss me with that whole.
Hey man,
let the guardrails down.
I'm a straight answer C guy. I've always been that. The answer has always been C for me, because I just, there's some things.
That's not what you said. You said I let the guardrails down up here, and I'm trying to figure out what guardrails have you up here.
I thought he had a whole nother show. He ain't tell us.
Yeah, but say, bro, you got another
Y'all
show?
wrong.
You do a secret podcast?
Ruben literally in the 318 shows, not including this one, 318 shows that we have done, I can count on my one hand and have change left over the times you have actually been vulnerable on this show.
Ah,
No, don't think about it. Don't think.
Yes.
You're going to come up with an inflated answer.
AG, I approve that message, AG.
Thank you.
I approve it.
Thank
Not saying it's never happened, but I mean, it snowed one time in Florida. That's pretty
Exactly.
much the equivalence of
Exactly. I'm telling you, man. I still have fingers left over, sir.
I mean, you could say that, and
I'd be correct.
I'm not gonna say you'd be correct, but I
know
would.
you're not. You already been lying.
Anybody who's
Hey.
listened to like most of the episodes would agree, and it's okay if you don't agree.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
Hey, you know what? It's your story. You tell it how the fuck you want to, sir. Who are we to get in the way of your story with truth and logic?
Truth and logic. Hilarious. I mean, nah, I've been very real as far as about things that that's on my mind.
Never said you weren't real. We just said you didn't let the guardrails down because that's
I don't
a
know,
real
man.
characteristic of yours.
I don't know,
You
man.
have a
There's some
real
guardrails I have
characteristic.
let down.
And we didn't say you never did.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, Morris Chestnut always comes into play. Fuck that guy.
That's not
I've-
letting the
I've
guardrails
never-
down for you.
I've
But
never
that's
wavered.
That's not vulnerable. That's hate. You're very consistent with hate.
Yes.
Nobody argued the hate thing. We didn't even argue the hopeful thing. We simply said the whole guardrails thing down.
And see, like
Nah,
Nikki says-
that's not what's actually happened.
and Nikki says, C is the safest option, and she's not wrong there. And sometimes,
And you know what? With that logic, yes, you are C all the time.
not all the
Almost
time,
all
majority
the
of the time.
time.
I would say
Every
majority
once
of the
in a
time.
while,
yes.
you hit a all the above. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you'll be like, hey, all the above might be the right
I don't know,
one.
man. I'm not really an all the above guy. I'm really not. I'm really like, A, B. You know what? We still got C out there, and I'll make up a C for me. I mean,
So you out here answering C on true and false questions. That's you right there, sir.
that's me.
Thank you for saying that, sir. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. I
I mean,
because you helped me not waste words. Thank you.
but I mean, I think we've known that.
We
Yes,
have known that. That's why we're here.
We have known that. Obviously, you don't, based on your previous. statement.
You realize you have said what you've just said more than you have actually been vulnerable. You
I don't know about
constantly
that.
say a lot of things about your role on this show that are untrue. Then you've actually been vulnerable. I told
know
you
about
there
that.
was like 3 situations I can think off the top of my head that you like uncorked who you actually are at a deeper level.
Eh,
And so
I
I'm
don't know,
like,
man.
to hear you say this constantly, because it's a pattern. It's
I've-
like, good gravy. Are you?
but I've
serious?
talked a lot about my personal life, and have been very, very open multiple times. I mean, am I wrong there?
You're right, sir.
No, I'm being serious.
No,
like,
because I'm not doing this, man. It's like
ah,
if this is what you think, then okay. But it's okay. And you're right.
Yeah, I think Ruben, you're mistaken. Like being honest about certain events in your life is the same thing as being like vulnerable about them, and they're not.
Okay.
They're not the same thing. And the thing is, it might feel like that to you, which is why we're like, no, man, you still play it pretty safe. But I get it. Like if you play it safe all the time, running that yellow light might feel dangerous to you. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's funny.
It was. I can't tell you how funny that. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. Now every time I look at a traffic light, I'm gonna start laughing.
I ran some yellow lights today, man. Felt pretty accomplished. But hey, but for me, it's hopeful. I'm very hopeful about me, about stuff in my life and stuff in life. That people-
you're a really hopeful person anyway. It is just an interesting juxtaposition that you're also the greatest hater I've ever met in my life too. It's just That's actually amazing that you can pull both off.
Oh wow, thanks, Nikki.
I think she's coming for you, sir.
I see that. I'm
Holy
fine.
cow.
I mean,
I think everybody sees it but you.
I mean, you know,
That is a very awesome comment right there.
yeah,
It really
you know,
is. It really is. Holy cow.
you know, and the cool thing about that shows that, you know, people be paying attention when they listen to the show. So that's awesome. No issue there. But yeah, so that's my thing on that. Anybody else got any extra comments on this question? Well,
Actually, honestly, I wasn't really clear on how hopeful drives you. I don't know if you explained it or not.
Yeah.
So like with respect, so say you got your girl or whatever it is, how does
Mhm.
hopeful drive you to be better? And when I say better, I mean fundamentally improve who you are as a person, because there's no way in the world that you can go through a relationship and hope, and not hope, but go through a relationship and have it succeed if you're the same person that you were. So how does hope drive you to improve as a person? Because a lot of
Well-
things that you put out on the show is about, I ain't chasing for Jack, she gonna be okay. How do you change that? How does
I
hope
mean,
drive you to change that?
So
AJ,
I
I
mean,
think hope is like he's hoping that somebody will come into his life that doesn't ask him to change anything.
To be fair, let him answer, but that was funny.
I mean, so I mean, as far as the question goes, the question is not about the relationship part. You know, the question is about what emotion controls people the most. But to answer your question, I mean, like,
Okay, well, how
feel
does
like,
hope drive you to be whatever you think the question was about? How does hope play into it? Is what I'm asking.
well, I mean, I'm very hopeful about things working out. You know, me doing something correctly. You know, not making too many mistakes, because you know I don't think I'm necessarily a perfect person by any means, but you know I want to make as many positive moves as possible. You know, and I hope that I have I have the wherewithal to do that. Like, I've been on the planet for a minute. I mean, but we all make mistakes. I just hope I make as little as possible, you know. But I've also been through a lot of things myself. So it's just like, you know, between the hope is a very positive emotion. And it's just like, I feel like for me, I need to stay positive in order to get to where I want to be and to get what I want. So, like, as far as, you know, I would love to be in a relationship with a young lady, you know, one day. However, you know, I also understand that I'm not a perfect person, but I hope that I will find somebody who will, you know, love me for me. Now, as far as the whole not changing thing, I mean, yeah, there are certain things in life that I don't feel like anybody should necessarily change for somebody, but I hope that I would find somebody that will at least make me want to be better. Because, in my opinion, if that person doesn't make me want to be better for them, or at least better for myself, then why am I with them? Like, I don't necessarily want to what's the terminology I want to use? I love growth, and I've done a lot of growing since I turned 30. Like, even though, you know, late bloomer, yeah, I'll take that. But like, yeah, there's a lot I've learned because of being older and stuff like that. I can only hope to be a better person every day. But, you know, as far as a relationship goes, you know, my biggest thing is I don't have a problem in being better for myself, which will make me better for someone else, like on a personal level. Now, yes, do I have my, what are they called? My no checks? Yes.
Your deal breakers?
My deal breakers. Yeah, I got deal breakers all day. You know, and I've spoken on many of them here, and and sometimes I get challenged on my deal breakers, but in the grand scheme of things, if she's worth it, then that will determine how big of a deal breaker it is. But yeah, like the dog thing, bro, that's a big one. Like, cause I think I hate dogs for me. I don't hate dogs for other people. However, I'm not a dog person. I'm not. But if that's the problem, right? Because like you said numerous times before, AG, well, what if she's smoking hot and she's everything you want, but she has a dog? Then she's not everything I want because she has a dog.
Fair enough.
Yeah, if that's and sometimes if that's the bridge I'm going to stand on, then it is. Like, it sucks for somebody. I mean, and that could be me. But if you don't, what is it? If you don't have, it's not.
What if you don't stand for something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, that may be little on the total fold for some people, but for me, everything matters, especially at this point of my life. Everything does matter because I feel like every moment is super important, and I want to spend my life with the person I want to spend my life with and enjoy that time. I don't want to have to necessarily deal with things I don't want to deal with, and hopefully one day I'll find somebody who feels similar to that. And if I do, great. If I don't, there are a whole bunch of people out here who are not married. There are a whole bunch of single people out here for other reasons. If I fall in that category for my life, then I fall for that category in my life. That's for me. That's kind of how I feel. Nikki, man, she's just spitting it out today. Sometimes relationships are like houses. You won't always find your dream home, but you will find one that meets the base requirements that you can build into your dream. That's very true, right? And I dream not to live with a dog. And I know that sounds super petty and super small, but yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do that to me will require a dog, like, not to be able, like, I want to travel, man. When I get older, I want to travel, like, and stuff like that. I want to be able to just pick up and go. And children are one thing and animals are another. Like, it's hard to pick them and go when you have either. Yes, Moby.
Sir, I'd just like you to just be like, I don't like animals, period. Don't do the whole because I want to be able to go because they got doggy daycare. There's so many other ways to get around that. If that was the real
but that's what I'm
reason.
saying, right?
No,
but
that's what I'm saying
is
is like, hey man, yeah, I'm just saying, man, you spend too much time defending your thing, man. Like you keep saying and trying to I know it might seem petty, it might seem small. No, man, it seems like you don't like animals, and that's okay.
I don't.
Then boom, hard stop. You don't need to say nothing else, man. Ain't nobody trying to make you feel bad about that. It's a funny joke.
Absolutely.
It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke to be like, if the hottest chick had a dog beside her, you'd be like, you know what? Fuck that chick. It's funny, but it's
funny and sad at the same time. Actually,
well, why is it sad? Why is it sad? If that's what you want, why is that sad? It looks like it's a prudent decision.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would hope I'm never put in that position.
But I'm trying to say, why do you feel like? Why do you want to label it like it's sad?
Well, I mean, because when it's all said and done, like, you can make decisions that could 100% help you, right? But yeah, it's just a thing, and I don't know, because you always feel like you're missing out on something. At least I do, because I miss out on a lot, So it's like, oh, Bruman, if you weren't this, yada yada yada, and and that's kind of an issue for especially single people like myself. Like it's, you know, why don't you lower your bar a little bit just to possibly be happy? But I also feel like I shouldn't, you know, but I could miss out on something great because I chose not to lower my bar. And honestly, some people lower their bar and that's fine with them. I'm just not, I don't think I can be one of them because
That's not
I've worked.
lowering your bar. Like something that you hardline don't like. That's not a lowering of your bar.
Well, no, you're right, but that's what people say, right? That's what people say when they want to judge you because you're not doing something that they think is easy, simple, or appropriate for them. Like, you know, so
I'm just
that's why
saying
I'm saying,
this is what
yeah,
this is what I mean when I say guardrails and playing it safe. It's like you're trying to say something and then protect it from judgment. That means you're not putting your guardrails down. Like I'm just saying, man, it's okay to just be like, man, fuck them dogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a dog in my life. I don't want no dog, no cat, no rabbit, no turtle. If you got anything that you call a pet, I ain't with it.
correct.
And boom, and just drop the mic on that shit, Ruben.
And I understand that. However, I'm also still a human, and I don't like being judged.
And that's what
And-
we
and
mean
that's-
by the
yeah.
guardrail statement.
Well, I mean, look, when it's all said and done, man, it's like we all have feelings and stuff like that. I'm not an asshole because of how I feel, but other people can treat you like one because of how you feel. And sometimes, yeah, sometimes I just rather not be involved. And that's why the answer is C sometimes for me.
Hey,
because-
you understand what I'm saying, all right?
Yeah, but ironically enough, this is the vulnerability that I love that you do right now. this is like the fourth time now because you
More than 4 times, man.
okay. If that's what you're thinking, great. But in my world, which if we're playing by your rules, I get to say this 4 times. So, ironically enough, this is the vulnerability that you lack on this show, not in real life, but on this show. So, I think all of this is funny. But no, that's what Mo's saying is the reason I ask you, why are you labeling it as sad? It's like that is your hard line. It's not sad. It is what it
Yeah.
is. It is what it is. Because there are certain
Once
things that I
again,
had
we
in
joke
mind that I
about
was
it,
gonna,
but
you know,
like-
and it's like whatever. I mean, if people judge you behind you don't like, I mean, it's funny, man. What the way you express it is hilarious. However, if you feel that way, you feel that way. So whatever.
Yeah,
Don't
you
say
know.
it's bad. I mean,
Well,
if she's a smoke show and she's got a dog, she's not a smoke show. Not to you. Because there's a dog lover out there that's going to say, whoa, that's my girl. And you didn't lose out on anything, but he gained something.
yeah,
Two things can be true at the same time.
yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't, you know, it's so ironic. Those who judge don't like to be judged. And so,
Well, that's
yeah,
always true.
I'm about to
That's
say
it.
that's not ironic at all. That's
That's just
That's it.
truth.
yeah.
you know, that's kind of a weakness that I got. Yeah.
Kind of a weakness. I love that.
I mean,
He still can't do it, AG.
I
Like,
know.
he
I know.
He can't let it go, man.
hey man, sometimes, man, like you can go to the cliff. That whole jumping shit ain't happening.
You got wings.
Sometimes-
What's the difference, man?
Sometimes, you may have wings, sir.
Everybody's
I know
got
I
wings.
don't.
They just don't jump.
That's why I don't jump. I look over, I'm good, and walk away. Like that's just what it is. You know, call it what you want to call it. But like, yeah, you know, because I don't have to jump, and as long as I don't have to jump, I probably won't. I mean, now sometimes you have to jump, and it is what it is.
I love Mo's look right now. He's like,
I know, right? It's okay.
Can this
Because
be
you just
over?
keep extending it because it's like you're trying to talk your way out of a judgment that's not happening,
But see, that's the thing, right? Like,
and you're still doing it.
no, but I guess my thing is like, I feel like y'all don't understand how I feel. So like, is even though technically I'm sitting here and yes, you're saying you're not judging me, that's not necessarily how I feel. I may feel that I'm being judged consistently, and so
And I can understand how you would feel that way. Absolutely understand.
Same here.
Yeah. But I mean, but that's the thing, right? Like it almost really doesn't matter what I say. I'm still gonna feel judged. So I choose to handle it in a way that usually gets me in more trouble. Because you're right, sometimes I should just shut the fuck up and move on. Like but I don't, because it's hard. That's hard, you know. And I'm not really, and my thing is, I'm not trying to do whatever, but it's just hard. Sometimes it's hard to shut the fuck up. And I know that's a weakness of mine.
Well, I'm not gonna say that it's hard for you to shut the fuck up. I'm not even gonna say it's a weakness. I'm gonna say the only time you've got vulnerable, it's so obvious to me in AG because you do this. When you get vulnerable, you get uncomfortable and you try to overtalk it, which is okay. Because once again, I totally get, because you're right. Everybody has something that they don't like people to judge them on. Once again, I'll go back to what I said. The motivating feeling is guilt. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's anxiety you have about it. So you try to overtalk it. I'm simply not, I'm talking to you more as like somebody who's around you all the time. Like, I get it. You're like, I feel like I'm being judged. And I'm like, oh man, at this point in time, I know who you are and I'm okay with it. I get it. You may be over talking for the judgment of the world who might be listening to this podcast, but I'm trying to like encourage you to be like, hey, right now it's just me and AG right now, man. And like the three people who might stumble upon this podcast later on who are going to be like, hey man, that dude really doesn't like animals. And I promise you, that's kind of all they're gonna say. Man, that dude really fucking hates animals.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you'll definitely get. I hate a lot of things that if you listen to the show, you run into it, you'll find out. But like, you know, like goes back to AG when he says, you know, you only been vulnerable like 4 times. I overtalk a lot on this show, and usually that's when I'm really vulnerable because I feel like I'm in a situation I can't get out of, and so the only thing I know is to almost overdo it. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. Like right now, this conversation ended 15 minutes ago, but I'm still talking about it because I can't find a stopping point for me that'll make me feel good.
You're not supposed to feel good. It is what it is.
Hey, man, I understand that, and that's a problem. Like,
okay,
that's all I'm saying. Like, yeah. It sucks, but
well, I'm going to tell you this, Ruben. I appreciate you sharing and opening up and being vulnerable in this moment. I
absolutely,
appreciate it.
Because it's something that usually doesn't happen. Absolutely.
I mean, you know,
and honestly, you know, you're not really. It's so funny because you think that you're hiding, but you're in plain sight, sir. People
I realize that.
People that listen to this show one time or 100 times, they know who you are.
I know it's scary.
And you're trying to hide from something that's already in plain sight. I'm like, really?
We all got labels, man. We all got labels, man. Like AG is the Republican loving can't come to the cookout person. I am the resident sexist. You know what I'm saying? We all got a label. Whether it's true or not, we got a label. And that's your label, man.
I mean, I've been called worse,
so have I.
Nah, you know, it's interesting, right? Because we've done 300 some episodes, and I don't know, man. It's like don't get it twisted. There are people who are listening to the show that I don't know. Like my family listens to this show. Scary enough when they want to. So it's always like, and when I say my family, I'm talking about like my mom listens to the show. She might listen to it live, but she may listen to it later because, you know, she has the book of faces and we up there. So like, yeah, like, you know, so I don't know. There are times where I don't think I'm sharing anything that isn't already out there, but then I realized I do share some things that I probably shouldn't.
Like what?
I don't know.
What shouldn't you
I'm
be
trying to figure
sharing?
out what you shouldn't share.
I don't know, man. I'm used to being like, so like, I mean, for everybody out there, like in real life, that's funny. Like outside the show, I'm really a private person. Like I leave my windows closed. My like you can't see it in my house. Like I don't talk a lot about my personal life except for a few like close people. So like, yeah, it's weird, but it's like I probably talk more about my life on this show than I do outside of this show, which is, I don't know. It's once again, as I say quite a bit, you know, this is like therapy to a point. Even though there are times where I don't feel like I should. I feel like I learned something from most episodes for me. Like, you know, so
No, I don't know. Tell me.
no, like it doesn't even matter what we talk about. It's almost like just to have a platform to say some shit that I want to say, that is growth for me. Because other than like some friends, you know, including y'all, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really ever talk about. But I talk more about it here and I can give my opinion on it because as crazy as it is, this is a safe base because I'm never running for office for anything. So I don't ever plan on this being used against me in a public forum. But like, yeah, like this is like a safe place for that. I don't like other than like my house and being by myself. Because, you know, answering yourself is a problem. Whereas, you know, I can say some things like, yeah, man, I hate shitty drivers. Like, you have no idea how much I hate shitty drivers. But every time on the show, I talk about horrible drivers more than I talk about anything else on this damn show. And it's an outlet. And I feel like everybody needs some sort of outlet. And this is it for me. Like, I'm happy, you know? Like, everybody knows that I hate dogs. Everybody knows that I wish I could eat Peeps, but I can't. And I'm just determined that everybody would know about the Peeps thing because I can't eat it. So it's almost like a small punishment to me. But, you know, I would love everybody else to enjoy it, you know? And that's why I talk about it every Easter. Go buy some damn Peeps because I wish I could. You know, there have been times I've talked about past relationships, and I protect the names to, I don't say the names, protect the innocent, and that's fair. And it's just stuff like that. So, like, yeah, I mean, I may never meet Nikki like ever. I mean, some of these people who talk to us, I may never meet. But you know what? The fact that they spend the time to type in what they want to type in and, they listen and laugh and, they give up their time to listen. I appreciate that because for God's sakes, there's a whole bunch of other shit that they could be paying attention to. And, what's it called? Not Facebook, but shit. I can't even think of the name of it right now.
What, Instagram?
Like Instagram and there's a lot of dumb shit up there, as y'all probably saw this weekend. Like, I feel like I feel so bad for them because when I get into a TikTok thing, our forum that we talk on, they just it's never like 1 or 2. It's like 6 to 10. And Moby's like, this shit ain't funny.
Etiquette. You have terrible group chat etiquette. You're not supposed to bomb with 16 different videos, man. You gotta space them out a little bit, man.
I can't, man. I can't.
Because once I see like 3 or 4 videos unseen, I'm just like, nope, I'm not trying to catch up. I'm out. I treat it just like I treat streaming shows, man. Like I miss a season, I'd be like, I'm out. I can't catch up. I'm good. I'm a quitter. You know what I'm saying?
You're a
it
quitter.
comes to extreme shit, I'm a quitter.
Because I was about to say, hey man, just one episode at a time, baby. You got it.
Like, and the thing about that is, like, I know y'all, the people listening, you're just like, what the fuck? Yeah, whatever. But like, yo, man, I appreciate the fact that sometimes AG doesn't hit on all of them. But man, when it's funny, he lets me know the shit was funny. And I appreciate it. And Moby just doesn't have TikTok. So like maybe he finds it on Instagram or he just goes, I don't know how he sees it.
And
But-
that's so funny that you say that because when I send you stuff, you never respond.
Never.
Not ever.
So I respond because it's weird, right? I go on I'm laying in bed, it ain't shit to do, and I just find one thing on TikTok and it's over. I do the same with y'all stuff. Like I just look at y'all stuff. Some of the stuff I've seen before, some of the stuff is funny. But yeah, I'm a horrible like exchanger. Like I'm terrible at it. Putting smiley faces, I suck at it. I'm the worst. But if it's super funny, I definitely let you know.
Yeah, man. I need you to
Right.
get your emoji game up.
Yeah, my emoji game is trash. My emoji game is like Moby's pull-out game, apparently. Trash.
If
I
you
mean, but they
don't
lay it out for you.
acknowledge-
Just,
if you don't acknowledge my video with an emoji, how can I ever feel important in life?
Hey man, if you don't have a picture, it
I
never happens,
need
baby.
your
not wrong,
validation
man.
in the form of a
Not
smiley face, okay?
Like we're gonna move to our next second in a second. But I need to say this because I don't want to say. I need to say this right now. Fuck everybody with the sea lion thing. The shit was funny when it was a small dude, and he had some he had some physical issues, and he did it. It was fucked up, but it was funny. Okay. Now we got like real people doing that shit and groups and teams doing that shit. It's not funny anymore. It's just
AJ, I just need to know, was any of those sea lion clips funny to you?
Okay.
Okay, good. I'm cool with being an asshole that's just like, yeah, I ain't find none of this shit funny. Like,
he told me that too. He was like, this shit ain't funny.
this ain't funny, man. Like, do better. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to just
Do
say
better.
do better, but I was like, nah, man. See that judgment. I ain't want to go through the judgment. I was just like, nah, man, I'm not my
The
cup of
first
tea.
one was hilarious. Now that real people are like real people, now other people are starting to do it, it's not as funny. It's almost like annoying, actually. So I just skip past them now. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with it. It was fun with that one guy, that one dude. When you got like teenagers doing it and they're all on top of a damn the school tables, it just what they say, old people mess it up. Yeah, groups of teens mess shit up too. So I'll say that. And with that being said, AG, what's on your mind?
62 million dudes logged into a how to rape a woman website.
What?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
No.
Yeah, there was a
And
website.
here's the thing. My first thought when you said that isn't, wow, 62 million. My thought is, that's it?
Well,
No, that's not what I thought.
No, but and I don't mean that like in a negative, facetious way. It's just like, yo, if somebody really put a how-to out there,
Yeah.
there's a lot
That's
of
more
rapes
what I
that be
felt.
happening. So I feel like a lot of motherfuckers be watching.
yeah.
I'm just thinking you need a book.
I mean, listen,
You
man,
need
I don't think-
instructions. I mean, what the fuck?
Would that not have been the greatest federal setup ever, though? You put that shit up there and you just start logging IP addresses like, yep, got
Hey.
one here, got one here.
How do you know it wasn't?
True.
listen, man. The only thing I'm saying was when I caught wind of it, it was a couple days ago. I didn't know any of this was
That's
happening.
this is the first time I'm hearing this, man.
Oh,
That's
really? Oh, this, yeah. It's
Same
been-
here,
it's been
man.
about a
I ain't never heard
because
this shit.
Lauren told me about it, and I was
Oof.
like listening, but apparently I wasn't. So I'm on Instagram, and all these women are like 62 million men logged in. I was like, and then I thought about, I was like, oh my goodness.
ladies,
However,
forgive me because I'm just like, yo, I've always thought, hey man, ladies be getting out of hand with saying that like all these men are dangerous. Fuck that shit, ladies. We suck as men. We suck.
and
That's
that's
crazy.
and that's what I wanted to say, because it's like I feel just like Mo. It's like, come on, y'all, but when you're a woman, you're in it. I'm not a woman. I'm not in it. It's almost
Nah.
like how white people talk about black people and what's the word? Gaslight them.
Yeah,
It's
like
like you can say that because you have the luxury to say it. Like I felt like the Commanders thing. It's okay for Ruben to feel the way he feels because he has the luxury to say it. He's a black person. He's not Native American. He has a luxury to feel that way. Same thing here. So I'm sitting here going, bruh. Listen, ladies. If you choose the bear, I'm not even mad at you no more. And that's what's on my mind. Plain and simple.
62 million? Like how
And counting, probably.
Like how large of a time frame was this 62 million?
I'm not really sure because I don't know when the site came up.
how did people know this existed?
I don't know.
That's
but
another thing. Like how did that go viral so quick? Did one person like be like, yo, let me hit all my other rapey buddies up and be like, you gotta watch this shit.
The
This
dark
is
web,
most
baby. The
awesome
dark
shit
web.
ever.
But see, the thing is, it doesn't take long because no matter who they are, once one person discovers this, that's appalled, they're gonna spread it. And once it spreads, it spreads. And now
AG,
everybody, man, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, AG. I'm about to come off like an apologist here. Like, and I don't mean this, ladies. Be disgusted by this shit. But part of me is like, all right, 62 million. Like, how large of a group of those men were really trying to get insight, and how much of them were just like, this shit can't be real? And you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
but
saying.
the thing is, I don't know what that number is. So all I can go on is there's 62 million niggas trying to figure out how to rape a bitch.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I guess the other question is, 62 million is a really big number.
It is.
Where did that come from? And was
The
it
counter.
verified? No, that's what I'm saying. Was it verified?
It's all it does is every time you go up there, probably, and
Right.
it's
They
just
got
counting.
views. This is like a counter on YouTube.
Jeez.
They tell you the stat. That's the only real stat they tell you without going in deep with it. How many plays you have or whatever it is. Like you look up stats for the show, same thing.
For the person on the show that gets called the sexist, I would like ladies to just apologize because that shit is disgusting.
Yeah.
Because like even though I am curious as to like, is this real? I'm not gonna go log into that shit to find out. Like I'm just gonna be like, I hope this shit ain't. I'm about to be Ruben right now. I'm just gonna hope that this is all bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. I have heard this from, like, I follow women.
Not that it's not an actual site. That I'm hoping that they're not really going through like a checklist. It's not like a actual like, hey, try this and then try this. Like I'm hoping it's not an actual checklist guide on how to do it. I'm never gonna find out.
Yeah.
Listen, man,
I'm never gonna find out.
I presume that it's a checklist because it's basically how to rape someone 101. I mean, I don't know. I forgot the title. There was one lady said the title of the website, but basically is how to rape a woman.
Where did you hear about this, AJ?
When I was going to tell you, well,
okay.
There's a woman that I follow on purpose that talks about decentering men. Well, when you follow, obviously, when you follow one type of content creator, you get a whole lot of them just like them or her or him. So it started with her. And then I started thinking about what my wife had said just a couple days ago, that I was listening, but I don't think I was listening closely enough because maybe I just like blocked it out. Like that can't be right. So in the days and the hours and the day following, because I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, I keep hearing this. And it was like this one lady broke it all the way down. She was like, it's 62 million views, logins on a website on how to rape women. I choose the bear, and this is why. And in that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad no more. Because again, like I said, if you are not part of a group, and when I say part, I mean you're not part of it at the basic level, there are times where you don't get to have an opinion about certain things. This is one of those things. Look, man, if a woman says she chooses the bear, I'm not saying that there's not two sides to it, but for now, forevermore, as far as I'm concerned. There's one side to this. Take the bear. Take the bear. And so I'm like, there's nothing else to say. When you're a woman, you're in it. If we're talking about racial issues, if you're a black person, you're in it. There are no more racial issues besides black and white, because black people are the most hated people ever. If you're not black, you don't get to say much of anything because you have the luxury to walk away. I do not. If you're Native American, everybody else get to be quiet, because those people are in it 24/7. They have no choices. They have to be in this world as this person. So I'm like, in this particular case, because of what has apparently happened, the idea that 62 million people risked getting found out that they're on a How to Rape a Woman site and went anyway. We're not talking about porn here. We're not talking about that. This is something different. We're talking about stealing someone's soul at the basic level for whatever dumb reasons you think you can do that. Because one of the things that I kept hearing the women say was they out here teaching you what Bill Cosby's that you can do to make sure that she's compliant. So what drugs you can do, the dosage, how you can hide it, all the things that you need to know so you can get this done. And I'm sitting here as a dude, I'm sitting here going, I can't defend this. No matter who I am as a man, I'm still walking around here with a penis. And because of that, I'm a grenade with no pen. And I have to accept that. But this, what I'm telling you, is not hyperbole, because it actually took place. So that's why I wanted to say, if women collectively to a woman, either way, choose the bear, I'm not even mad at you no more. I'm not even going to pretend like that's a dumb answer, because apparently it's not. Because from their perspective exclusively, and their perspective in this particular moment is everybody's perspective, I feel like it should be, we are a grenade with no pen. So I like I said, my wife told me, then Instagram told me one time, and then hours later, the Instagram telling me wouldn't stop. It's a thing. It's not going to be that hard to find. And this is 62 million at that moment. I don't know how long this website's been up. It could be 80 million by now. Who knows? But what I'm saying to you is the depravity that the male depravity out there is real. It's real. So again, if you choose the bear, understood. That's what's on my mind.
All right. 3 things. 1, KB Yako says, sounds like one of those Dateline trap shows. Yep. They used to get people. That's it is what it is. Nikki said, when I learned about this information, it didn't surprise me in the least. Why? Because went through a wife in court testifying how her husband had her sexually abused in her sleep. Ooh. Something else.
Bears don't do that.
Nope. And 3, I mean, you may be right, AG. They may have 80 million, but you know whose IP address ain't gonna be up there?
Not ours.
This guy's.
Truth.
Fuck all that. I ain't got time.
I don't want to know. I mean, I'm like, bro, are we serious right now?
You know, honestly, I'm probably gonna forget after the show because I ain't about that life.
Because the next level, there's only one next level is, and I remember wanting to say this to my wife when she was telling me about it, because the only thing left to do is to go back to like back in the day for snuff films. That's the only thing left to do. And I'm not saying that they're not out there. I'm saying to you that that's the only thing there's left. Snuff films used to be a thing. They probably got quiet, but I still think they're out there. And man, it's only thing I'm saying is bears don't do these things, sir. They just don't. They do a lot of things, but none like that.
And Nikki's saying we're doing a good thing about speaking out against it. Most definitely. And You
But
know.
the thing is, the other thing that I was helped to understand too, but and I appreciate her saying that, but the next level of it is we can't separate ourselves from the patriarchy that allows all this to be okay. Because like I told you like 2 minutes ago, as long as you got a penis, you're part of the problem, even though you're not the problem.
Correct.
I feel like a white abolitionist right now. You know, I can't not be the problem, but I'm trying. But trying doesn't matter because of 62 million idiots in the world. 62 million like broken, evil people, or 62 million people that have the way wrong curiosity. Either way you slice it, those women can't not be women. They are part of a group that is abused in a certain way, and it's not going away. Like I said before, I grew up in a time where snuff films were like the thing. Like you out there making videos killing women. I mean, you get to the rape part first, sure, but the end of the day, you're filming someone getting killed, and so yeah. So now that's the only place we can go now. But going back to making that vogue again, and I'm like, bro, bears don't do these things, sir. I completely, in the moment that I found all this out and I really put it together, I understood the logic. Yes, a bear will slap your face off, but he won't do this.
No.
He'll eat some salmon. He might scare you a little bit. Don't climb a tree because it'll get you, but he's not going to rape you. He is not going to kill you. He's not going to be thinking things that he can do to steal your soul from you. So I'm just like, I totally get it. Like I said, look, man, I'm not even mad. Not even mad. Not one little bit that these women need to get a pet bear, because it's dangerous out here. And then some of the little things that we don't think about, like where you park your car if it's after dark, all the regular stuff that men don't have to think about. Bro, I understand the whole bear thing. I honestly do. So if Yogi and Boo Boo are what you're doing, get that done. I can't be mad at you for that, because we're freaking scared. I've never been in a situation in a room full of women and not understood if I was going to go home that night. I just haven't. So think about that. And again, we are part of a problem, and you can't separate yourself from the problem. I don't know what to tell you as men. I don't know what to tell you, but we are part of the problem whether collectively, even if we're not part of the problem to a man, because to a woman, I mean, it's just dangerous, man. It just is. It just is. So yeah, choose the bear.
All right. And Nikki said the more men that hold other men accountable. And
Well, see, that's the thing that I did have some pushback on, because a lot of men do hold a lot of men accountable, but it doesn't attenuate the amount of men that fill the void, that fill that vacuum. Because every man we call out, there's 10 guys filling the vacuum. It's never going to stop. And so that's why I was telling Lauren when she was just saying, hey, back up that part. Because half of men's problems with just regular battle of the sexes is because a lot of men call each other out on stuff, and it's like, we don't want to hear how you feel. You shouldn't do this. But for every dude that takes that under advisement and changes, it's 10 dudes that don't. So it's like, yeah, you got the one drug dealer kingpin, but there'll be another one.
Yeah.
You haven't done anything. I'm not saying stop the fight. What I'm saying is you haven't done anything.
there's always
There'll be
more.
somebody else to fill that void.
There's always another Nino Brown.
Exactly. And like there's always another Creeper and another Chester. Always. I mean,
Man.
you have a family member that used to do this for a living.
Jesus.
It's never going to end. So again, like I said, I could talk about this forever, but the bottom line is, if you're a man, you're just part of it. Whether you are actively a part of it or not, you just are. Now, as and then if these women don't want, if they're scared and all the things, if you have to work a little extra hard to make her feel safe, then it is what it is. Because honestly, choosing the bear is probably best. Because bears don't do the things that they're trying to get away from. They just don't. They do a lot of things, but not this.
Yep. Thanks for making my job harder, dicks. Jesus.
It is what it is, sir.
I ain't never getting a chick now.
I mean,
Oh, well.
look, man. As a guy, if you're, all right, I'm gonna say it. If you're brought up correctly, you're always taught that you have. It's your job to almost go out of your way to make
Mhm.
the woman feel safe. Like it, I've never actually had a problem with any woman actually almost exhibiting like a certain sense of fear and lack of trust for me. Like I'm okay with that because I get it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't take offense to it because I'm like, I know that's not me,
Yeah.
but you don't know that's not me, and you know what I'm saying? Like you don't get to actually know until it happens. And the famous words of Cujo Goody, you think it won't happen to you, then it do. Like that's just like as you said, man. We're always a threat in that sense when it comes to women. But man, that just disgusts me, man.
Yeah. It just makes you feel all sorts of grimy, nasty, dirty all at the same time.
That's
And-
definitely the it.
And we ain't do nothing. It's those
But
motherfuckers.
see, that's the beauty. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I know, right?
It
So
doesn't matter.
all right. Mo B, what's on your mind?
Two things, man. First of all, you're right. Family members do be listening. Cause my mom, I don't know, she started to make like a regular habit of listening. And then, you know what I'm saying? She does very feminine energy listening, where like she hears part of what I say and then like creates the rest of it to make it sound like an attack. And she got mad at me about the Vienna sausage thing. She was like, "So why you up on the show talking about I wasn't a good mom?" And I'm like, "When the fuck did I say that?" And she was like talking about like I made you eat Vienna sausage. I'm like, I never stated that you made me. I said you let me. Those are very different statements. You let me. And she was like, "Well, you said you wanted them." And I'm like, my kids have never eaten Vienna sausage. Therefore, because I didn't let them. You let that happen. I never criticized your motherhood because of it. She was like, and she was like, "And what you mean you don't know how I made them?" I'm like, "Because I blocked that part of my life out." And she was like, "I warmed them up and I always gave you macaroni and cheese with it." I'm just like, "Oh, awesome. That explains a lot. That's another thing that I don't eat a lot of now." Like, did you ruin macaroni and cheese for me through Vienna sausage?
Oh shit.
And I'm just like, yo, I didn't say you was a bad mom. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? You let that happen. Like that happened on your watch. I feel like that's a fair statement. That happened on your watch.
Bro,
Well,
don't
we just
pretend
had
like you don't know how that sounds, man.
He just had a
Hold on.
psychotic breakthrough.
I
with his
know,
mom.
right? I blocked that out of my life. I blocked that part of my life out.
Because she was like, used to call them little hot dogs. And I'm like, first of all, so that means I was aware of what actual hot dogs were, and you still were giving them to me? And she was like, well, look, when you were little, it was one thing that I knew you could eat that you weren't going to choke on because it was, you know, they're so soft and everything. And I was just like, I understand your logic, but if I was calling them baby hot dogs, that meant I knew what an actual hot dog was. Not saying that that's much better.
Guy's
But that's
choking on
much
hot dogs,
better.
man.
That's much better.
This guy's choking on hot dogs. What the fuck? Oh Jesus.
So yeah, that's what's on my look, man. I promise you, I wasn't attacking your motherhood. I had a great upbringing, besides the Vienna sausage.
Besides,
You know what I'm saying? Besides the Vienna sausage,
you
and
did
you know
everything
what?
great. That shit was not cool.
The good thing about being young is that you know what, your brain can block things out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was like Professor X came in and blocked that part of my life out. I don't even know it existed. That Dark Phoenix saga doesn't even exist in my life.
Oh shit.
I know it happened, but I don't really know what happened.
That is
And
hilarious.
the other thing, man. So that's my negative. say negative because she called me with an attitude too. Like she called me really upset. It's like the second time she's called me upset over something I didn't actually say. And then she argued with me about saying it. And I'm just like, it's on the podcast. You can actually go back and re-listen to it. And it'll empirical evidence. And my mom damn near CGI'd me. She was like, "Oh, you gonna go back and edit it?" Like, yo, you think I'm working that hard? I'm like, Mom, you've known me for a long time, like the longest time. What about me suggests that I'm gonna work that fucking hard at anything?
She was giving you credit, man.
I don't even need that credit. That's unreasonable.
That's some credit you can keep.
Oh, hilarious.
Okay, so now I'll get to the positive. So I'm gonna brag on my kid a little bit because I can, because they're awesome. But yeah, so my oldest is officially the youth poet laureate of Richmond. She was in a competition this weekend, and youngest person in the competition, and she's the youth poet laureate for Richmond, and she's going to get published. Like what she wrote is going to actually get published. Ooh, so
wow, nice.
But you know what? Awesome. That wasn't even actually the most satisfying part of the event. What was actually really satisfying was seeing all these young people with these just amazingly profound pieces of poetry. Because I'll be the first person to tell you, I am not a fan of spoken word. Not a fan. Like the whole slam poetry thing, I appreciate it. I love the art in it. But I've always thought, and this is my own personal bias, I've always thought slam poetry was like a little bit of a dramatic form of poetry, because I'm more of a fan of the actual writing. You know what I'm saying? Like I agree with the talent, but I've never been a fan of people being like, I'm gonna say things like this and that for the dramatic effect. Like I've never been, because that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person. But seeing these kids do that, and like it wasn't a gimmick, it was how they actually felt about things. And I mean, they were talking about heavy shit. Like it wasn't like teeny bopper, I'm in love type shit with like the boy that I saw walking down the hall. It was like deep, real world, profound issues being expressed. And I was just like, man, I wish more people my age could see young people like this, because it would give us Ruben hope. You know what I'm saying? It would give us Ruben level of hope about like there are still people out there who think about shit and care about shit. And like it was awesome to see my daughter, who probably feels awkward and feels like she's not really accepted in a lot of circles, be around a whole bunch of people who are like embracing. So like I could care less about like her placing, her being the ambassador, doing none of that shit mattered to me. Just seeing her interact with other people who were interested in the same thing, and just seeing her be allowed and feel safe enough to be the extrovert that she is, because she is, and she is the extra in extrovert. Like she's got a really big personality. Don't know where she got that from, because your boy here is not that. This is the most outgoing I am up here, and I don't even use my real name up here, so that's how uncomfortable I feel with it. I'm just saying, like, if we're really peeling back the banana, like I'm not the look at me guy, but she loves being on stage and doing all those things. So being able to see her be embraced, it was just like, that's like the most gratifying thing that I've ever experienced as a parent. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing her be herself, which, I'm biased, of course. I think she's awesome. Even when she's annoying me, I think she's awesome. Because the annoying parts about her are my deficiencies. Like, I am not big and boisterous about things. So it's not a fault on her. That's me. I'm the person that's like, hey, can we bring it down a little bit? Like everything ain't got to be up here. 'Cause I live down here. Like I'm always. This is the most outgoing and energetic I sound talking. For the most part, I'm pretty level all the time. So seeing her, like, just not even just be embraced, like, just generally loved and appreciated for her thoughts. Because I mean, first of all, her poetry is really good. It is really good. And then seeing other people hear her and be like, yo, thank you. And seeing other people say, man, I resonate with what you're talking about. Because she said in one of her poems, the one that she actually did in competition, it's a statement that I've made up here several times about being a black person that didn't feel like I belonged. Like I was too proper for the black people and through too much slang for the white people. And she had encapsulated that in a poem so well. And I was just like, man, I wish I had a space when I was younger. Because I still write occasionally, but I've never had the desire to share it. Like I did it because I just did it. But she was like, nah, I want to share it and she wants to share because she seeks an acceptance that I never did. I didn't want to know that other people felt the way I did. I didn't care because I was feeling it. So who cares if anybody else is? But I can see in her that she wants to know other people feel the same way and that it's okay. And seeing her have the space to do it was awesome, man. It was like probably the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if I've ever been more satisfied, happy, and like a whole bunch of emotions that I didn't even know I was going to process at one time. So really all I could do was clap and smile and take a couple pictures. Cause that's how I showed my emotion and just talking about it up here. But yeah, man. So that's what's on my mind, man. Like, man, there's a lot of young people out here, man, who see all this shit that's going on, man. Because there was a lot of political things being made and just identity things. Like it was amazing to see a group of people between the ages of 15 and 18 say things that 30 and 40-year-olds aren't smart enough to process and do it in such an eloquent way where it's not like they weren't just like giving the news. They were giving analysis and solutions through their words. Just an amazing event, man. So yeah, that's what's on my mind.
Thank you, Moby. What's on my mind is a couple things. One, CM Punk lost. I'm very unhappy about that. So
acknowledge him, man.
Nope, fuck that.
Him.
I'm done. I'm so annoyed with that. Two. It's interesting, right? Like I found today that I talk a lot, and I also am a fan of sometimes like talking to younger people, right? Because I feel like, sometimes I have a perspective of life that some people can't understand. Because we've heard it before. I went back to college when I was 30 and did the whole college thing for however long, and that sort of thing. Like, I basically rebuilt myself at 30, which is difficult, and all that. And like, I don't know. It's interesting. I find it interesting that people actually don't be like, I don't really want to hear that. And that might be just him being nice, or whatever. But like, it's just interesting to give my opinion sometimes and then like they asked like pertinent questions after that. So I don't know. I find that to be interesting because I don't really feel like, other than the show, like people don't necessarily like listen to me. But then again, I think it's more I don't tend to give pertinent information out, and so I think that's something I want to do more. And I guess the other thing, really is that what was it? I literally just had it. I watched Euphoria last week for the first time ever. Season 3, the first episode.
How is it?
I've
heard so many things about it, and I've just never got around to it.
I was actually surprised. It was pretty good. I think the first episode really kind of explained who everybody was, and I really have no want to see the first 2 seasons because a lot of that is when they were in high school, and I'm gonna be honest, as Ty played and all that, I'm just not about it anymore. They explained the history the first 2 seasons pretty well in that episode to a point where I don't feel like I need to go back and rehash that history and stuff, because from what I understand, it's a whole bunch of tragedy, a whole bunch of drugs, and a whole bunch of I don't give a fuck. So like, for me,
like
no,
it should be
I don't give a fuck.
important to the viewing audience, and you're just like, nope.
Mo,
Drugs,
if you want to watch
tragedy.
it, I suggest you start with from the beginning.
Well,
It is important.
I guess all I'm saying is I felt like they gave a lot of history without necessarily giving overtly giving a lot of history. Like I understand the basics of what happened to Rue, and I'm fine with that. I don't understand the basics that happened to the Sydney Sweeney character, but I kind of feel like I can tell how that went. And just stuff like that. So like, yeah, you can go back and watch it. I don't feel like I need to, because I was very impressed with that episode. And once again, I guess for me, maybe it's just because of my age. I don't know if I can sit back and watch the high school drama stuff. I just don't think I can. Now, I'm not going to say it's not important. I just think that they did a really good job of explaining where we are now. The only thing I didn't get basically was the beginning part, and I feel like that was probably the end of season 2. But AG, clearly you've watched it before.
I haven't gotten through the first season, but I got deep into it, and it's like I feel like the basis. I feel like if you're gonna watch it, if you're watching it, and I don't even know if you can watch something that intense casually. But for me personally, this is not anybody else. This is for me personally. I like seeing how all this got started, because when I watched the first 4 episodes, it was a whole lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of it they kind of dump you in the middle of it, and then you have to work backwards on. The show works backwards on how it came to be, because it all starts with her getting out of rehab.
Okay.
And so it starts there, but then the show gives you backstories on this, and then it goes you forward and backwards. It's always just push and pull. So that's why I felt like if you're going to watch it for real, then it might behoove you to watch it from the beginning based on what I've seen.
Yeah. I've never watched a full episode before, but I've caught it in clips, and every time you scan, and it's like, holy shit, what the nope, don't feel like that. Just stuff like that. So, and from what I could tell from the first episode, it seems like shit's been pretty intense. So I guess for me, I liked how they started the season. So at this moment in time, I don't know if I feel like, for me, I don't know if I feel like I need to go back and watch it. And it may come to a thing where they're going to talk about something, and I'm like, I should probably go back and watch it. But at this moment in time, I felt like the first episode did a really good job of catching you up, because it's been like 5 or 6 years, right? As far as when the
it's been on.
out.
It's been on for a while.
Yeah, and it's only the third season, so it's like, but yeah, like, I mean, even the first episode of the third season was crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know if either one of y'all saw it, but I mean, shit was crazy. Like, shit happened.
Yeah, based on what I've seen, I believe you. So,
Yeah, like legit shit happened, man. And it's just like, ooh, I mean, could I watch season 1 and 2? Possibly. It just comes down to a want situation on that. But yeah, I don't think that they've lost any of the push and pull, as you say, because that was very advocate. That was very adamant in the first one. But I will say, it seems like they are more on a projective current timeline now. They
okay.
talk about stuff that happened in the past, but it's not a lot of flashbacks.
Okay.
It's pretty much what's going on right now. And I guess, I don't know if they've changed directors or whatever, but I do like the way it's going now. So yeah, man, that, it's interesting seeing Zendaya in a different light, because she is a very different person in this than in anything else I've ever seen her in. So it's a very adult role. Very, very adult role. But I don't get paid by them, but I'm just saying some good shit. Like, I thought I was interested, and it kept my interest throughout the whole episode, which for me, butterfly, man, it's sometimes I'm a butterfly. A butterfly walks through, shit's over. So yeah, other than that, like, Daredevil was really good this season.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, yo, man, TV in itself has gotten better as far as like shows and stuff. I like The Voice. I don't really like American Idol. So like none of that does anything. The Voice at the beginning does something for me, but once they get into the actual battle, I'm not really that interested, which is crazy. I actually just like when they pick at people and they turn the chairs and shit, because yeah, for the most part, I feel like it's different when you're fighting for something to get on the show than it is after you get some help and stuff like that. Like, because you should be good if you get some professional help and stuff. Like, that's my opinion. That doesn't take away from the people who are really, really good, but it just, for me, it just loses less.
The seasons happen too fast, man.
I mean, it's only really, for Voice, is only 2 a year usually.
That's too much for me, man. It's been like 30 seasons of that show, man.
Well,
not wrong.
No, seriously, it's been like 30
I
seasons.
mean, well,
Like, and me and Winter were in it. Like the first 5 or 6 seasons, I was in it.
well,
And then
because they
I
only
was
did it
like,
once
yo,
a year then.
Yeah,
But
and
then
I
they
was like,
started doing
yo,
twice
why
a
are we
year.
on season 15. Like,
Because
it was just season 6 2 weeks ago. How did y'all cram a whole season on Tuesday?
On
Because
Tuesday.
that's so messed up. But yeah, I mean, they do, when you do it twice a year, their seasons change.
I mean, I get it. It's about the money. I'm not mad at them for trying to get that bread, but I'm just like, damn, man, you make it real hard for a casual TV watcher to keep up. Because, like I told you, man, I get a couple episodes behind. I'm out.
Well,
Twitter.
and I think,
I'm a streaming Twitter, man.
but I think with that also, I think with The Voice and American Idol is both that, and is also talent, right? It, when you keep finding pockets of talent, you want to cultivate it as best as possible. And so, like,
you think it's about talent, bro? They ain't, because if it was about talent, the winners of The Voice would get pushed more.
I mean, some of them have.
All those would name 3 people from The Voice that have relevant music careers right now.
I said some of them. I didn't say all of them.
It's been 30 seasons. You can't name 3.
Because I don't watch
you
it like
can
that.
you can name like 3 American Idol things, and you're not even a casual. You're not even.
But I'm not even a casual
American Idol.
But I'm not even a casual Voice person. I watch
That's what I'm saying. You're not even a casual American Idol person, and you can name at least 3 artists who've won that show.
But I couldn't tell you anything in the last 10 years about American Idol. Nothing.
Well, you got 15 years, and you can't say shit about The Voice.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, the
You
dude who
couldn't
was
name, you couldn't name
well, but
anybody.
all I'm saying is like the dude who was second on, what was that shit called? The Nick Cannon show. The
Oh, I
the-
know what you're talking about, but
the dressed up
yeah, the masked singer.
Masked Singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it David Davis or something? Whatever his fucking name was. Like, I knew who that dude was once he took his face off. I mean, once again, there's some people, and
I'm
then
not saying you couldn't identify them if you saw them, but
Yeah,
you said you don't know their name.
no, I don't.
Exactly.
But that's also, but that's American Idol dude from like season like 6 or something.
It doesn't
mean-
matter when they're from. I'm just saying you like at some point in time, American Idol people did have like relevant music careers,
Yeah,
and The Voice never did that. The Voice has always basically just pushed The Voice, and then afterwards it's like, yeah, cool, we got to do this next season.
well, but you also understand that with The Voice, the winner of that voice, whoever their coach is, goes to their production team or whatever, and then they do what they do with them. I mean, like sometimes, I mean, what?
I'm just
I
saying
mean-
ain't nobody got really pushed. That's all I'm saying. I'm
Oh,
not saying
yeah.
that they don't try, but
Yeah,
they don't
I'm
really
just,
try that
you know,
hard.
when we, I mean, when we start
No,
talking
I'm
about
saying
that, yeah.
Ruben Studdard, man, you could not hear that dude.
Oh god damn it!
Hell,
Stop.
that season, it's been people who didn't win the show that
Yeah.
you still heard from. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying the voice turned that shit into a money grab real quick. Or American Idol, as much as I'm not a fan of that show at all, I do like The Voice better as a concept of the show. American Idol at least like was real serious about being like, hey, we trying to push somebody.
And I mean, in all reality, they've only had like what 3 people who have really, really, really done something. That's Kelly Clarkson. That's the Chris Daughtry dude, and I guess Ruben Studdard. Like, really, those are the only 3 that really have done anything for themselves. I mean, you could say Fantasia, I guess. Maybe she's 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was on there.
And also, Moby,
And Lisa?
you're mute. You're mute, Moby.
She didn't even win.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like Jennifer Hudson didn't win either. And why do you keep putting yourself
she
on
was on
mute?
there? I didn't know she was on
Yeah,
there.
Jennifer
Here's
Hudson was
the,
on
here's the thing. You just said you couldn't name that many people, and you just rattled them off.
because those are like the first 3-4 seasons. But like
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't name anything after like season 5. And stop putting yourself on mute right before you talk, Moby. Okay. So yeah, all I'm saying is, I don't know. Like I don't watch any of those shows anymore, for real, because they don't do nothing for me. But the other thing, and then we're definitely gonna go, yo, man, the Bachelorette shit scandal. That's called we didn't do our fucking job. Somebody do their job right. Somebody got shit canned.
What scandal are you talking about? I don't watch. I don't keep.
Is that
up
where
with
the woman was like abusing the boyfriend?
Yeah,
I saw that.
that's why the Bachelorette's not on TV,
yeah.
because
They
this time of
canceled
the
the whole
season,
season behind that.
yep, canceled the whole season, and they got into the part apparently when it was like the final 4. So they completely stopped production because somebody didn't do their damn job right, and somebody else found out about, because apparently she abused her partner in front of the kids.
Well, actually, the straw was when she threw the chair the second time. It hit her daughter.
Yeah, and missed him, hit the kid, and it's like, bro, how do y'all not see this in background? Like, how do y'all not find out about this shit?
It probably wasn't in her background because it was fairly new. The process had already started. So the vetting part was over where she was in the pipeline, and then she did this. And
But also, this would have been the first Bachelorette who did not come from a Bachelor show. That was a big deal about it because she had not come from the thing. So she was, I mean, the vetting process for her, like when usually they pick somebody who second or third in the Bachelor show, they make them the Bachelorette. Well, she was brand new. I guess they decided the last season it won't no chicks available. So they found some woman, but somebody either didn't tell her the rules or they didn't find out that she was, because apparently there's a history of abuse. Like this ain't the first time he's called the cops on her. So like, yeah, somebody just didn't do their job right, man. So somebody probably got shit canned for that, which I mean, because that's millions of dollars gone. I think they estimated somewhere around 60 to 80 million dollars that
it was pretty
ABC took a L on.
Wow.
Pretty bad because yeah,
All
they
because somebody didn't do their
immediately
damn
canceled
job.
the season.
Huh?
They immediately canceled the season after that got on Instagram.
And that's just, and now the 60 to 80 million dollars was literally just from sponsors. Not
Yeah,
to
right.
mention all the people they had to pay, all the time they took already, because they were damn near at the beginning, at the end. So it's like, bro, like, yeah, man, craziness. But hey, y'all have heard us talk enough. We appreciate y'all for listening to us today. As you know, we're on this show every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hey, come back next week. We'll do this again with you. Also, hit us up on our Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever you see on the screen. www.5minutewarning.com. If you miss an episode, you can check us out there. Also, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. Once again, every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Thank you, Moby. Thank you, AG. Thank you for all those who are listening. Thank you if you wrote in a comment. We appreciate you tremendously. Hey, come back and see us. Also, thank the JTD Creations. That's right. If you need some shit, hit them up on their Facebook page, JTD Creations. And the word on the street is the Shopify site is about to be open soon. So hopefully next week we will have a different website for you to hook them up at. So with that being said, thank you. And as always, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.